Hello, Commanders, and welcome back to Elite Dangerous Return from Beagle Point. We are continuing our journey back to the bubble, having visited the aforementioned Beagle Point. The purpose of the journey was to increase our exobiology rank to the Elite status, as well as purchase a fleet carrier and hopefully bring that back out into the black. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, my keybinds are actually still kind of working. I did have a stupid, irritating thing happen where all of my keybinds kind of went away. We flew all the way out to Beagle Point over here. And started from the bubble back over here, and we're on our way back. That's been the journey so far. Let's go ahead and get ourselves out of the atmosphere here. So I'm a little bit distracted because I'm trying to get out of the atmosphere, and unfortunately we're on the side of the planet that's not going to let me just hop into the next system and get started. Before we get too deep into this episode, I would like to encourage you to press that subscribe button if you find this content enjoyable. We are trying to make the push towards our next milestone of 10,000 subscribers. We've been kind of stuck at this little 1,500-ish subscriber point for quite a little bit now, and it would be nice if we could push past that and start getting into some more channel growth. So do us all a solid and help us grow a little bit more, and press that subscribe button to help us out with that. Press the like button as well to share the video so that more people see it. There we go. So that more people can see it, join the journey, come hang out on the fleet carrier once we get it. I did get some requests to do some variety content once we get back to the once we get back to the bubble, because we have been out in the black for months. 30-minute episodes at a time. You can only get so many jumps in and so much exploration in that time. So that's kind of spread the journey out over quite a long period of time. So it'll be nice to get back to the bubble. Maybe have some not so distance intensive things to do, and have the freedom to kind of do some different stuff. It'd be nice to change things up a little bit before we commit to going back out into the black again and maybe never coming back. We got 10 bodies in this system, so we're going to go ahead and hop into the full spectrum system scanner. Let's see. It doesn't look like we're going to have any of the kinds of bodies that I'm really looking for. Primarily focused on higher metal content worlds with preferably 2 biological sources. That's an almost guarantee to have the 90 million credit stratum tectonicus with first footfall. So it'd be nice if we can kind of find that. We currently have, we're on the last leg of our trip at this point. We have about 290-ish jumps left until we get back to Shinra de Desra and Jameson Memorial. So really, I don't want to say I'm really excited because we still have a couple of weeks at least to get that done. But it's exciting to know that we're almost back. This long trip that we've been on is almost complete. And that always feels good to get that kind of stuff done, especially when it's something as long and time-consuming as this has been. It's very similar to the Hunter Call of the Wild content that I've been doing, where I was trying to explore all of the different maps. That took me, 7 months to get all that done, splitting it up the way I typically do. I try to go for a 20 to 30-minute video. I feel like that's a nice balance, at least for me. When I'm looking for videos, I want to find something that's in the 15 to 30-minute time frame, because I don't want to obligate myself to too much of my day on a video. But I also don't want short little 5-minute videos either, because then I'm constantly shifting back and forth between topics, and that's kind of annoying to me. I don't know how many other people feel that way about it, but that's why I kind of break up my videos the way that I do. I feel like, 20 to 30 minutes is a nice solid number for people who are just looking for something to kill some time. And that's mostly the kind of audience, that's mostly the audience I'm going after, just people trying to kill some time. I have no illusions of being super crazy entertaining. I am mildly entertaining at best. All right. But it would be nice if we could hop into a system and have some biology show up. I think 2 episodes ago maybe we found something, but I know last episode we didn't find anything, and it's kind of annoying. By the time this video publishes, I will be in the middle of my I should be in the middle of my campaign grind for Path of Exile Settlers of Kalgur League. I'm going to try to hurry up and get through the campaign as quick as I can, so I can start doing those mechanics and be, hopefully one of the first channels that hops in and starts doing some of the new content for that game. I'm under no illusion that I'm going to be, knocking aside any of the big boys. I'm just going to try to grab as you know, as big of a share of the pie as I can grab. But, you know, mostly I just want to hurry up and get to the Settlers of... I'm going to do it... I figure I'm going to do it off screen anyway, or I'm going to do it regardless of whether I'm on camera or not. I'm going to grind through the campaign and try to get it done as quick as I can. So rather than just doing it myself and not really, you know, nobody seeing any of that, I figured it'd be kind of cool to live stream that, you know, get some, hopefully get some channel participation, maybe some audience participation, make it something that we can do. But, you know, at the same time, like I said, I'm under no illusion that I'm going to be stealing audience members from anybody else. Like, there's going to be much bigger channels that are going to be all doing the same thing, and you know, I'm mostly doing it just as a just because. I'm going to be playing it anyways. Why not? So we'll see how that goes. I'm not sure how much I plan on. I'm not really sure how I'm going to treat that live stream, mostly because I don't have any interest in kind of making live streaming a serious thing that I do, like a regular thing that I do. I explained that in a previous episode. I don't want to get tied down to a schedule. But at the same time, I know live streams are only interesting if the person on camera is actually talking and doing things and all of that. Not sure I want to destroy my voice trying to talk for 6 or 7 or 8 hours, which is probably, you know, I'm gonna try to you know, grind for as long as I can until I just can't stand it anymore. And realistically, that'll probably be the entire evening. So I don't know that I'll be able to sustain constant talking the entire time. We'll see how it goes. If people show up and they want to have a conversation, that'll obviously make it much easier to do that, but I don't know. We'll see how that goes. I'm really hoping that we're going to find something soon, because we still need 1 billion credits. We have 1 billion credits to make before we're going to have the number that I really want. I wanted to get to 7 billion credits by the time we got back to the bubble, so that we would have enough money to purchase a fleet carrier, outfit it, and then have enough of a buffer left over to, you know, be able to do whatever we want, and, you know, have some money saved up in the bank to pay the weekly fees and all that stuff. So I'm really hoping that we're going to find some more stuff along the way. Unfortunately, we keep getting these 1, 2, 3 body systems, and that's just not really going to help us very much. Yeah, it's all stars, so that's not really doing anything for us. We're not going to find any biology on the stars. That's all right. We'll just keep going. We have 270 jumps. I'm sorry, 270 jumps. For some reason, I thought it was 290 something. 270 jumps, 269 jumps until we get back to Shinra to Desro. It's going to be nice to get back to our home station. But then we're going to buy a fleet carrier, and we're going to put all of our ships in the fleet carrier, and we won't really have a home station anymore. Our fleet carrier will be our home, so that's kind of cool. Definitely going to have to figure out... I want to make sure I have a decent mining ship so that when we do take our fleet carrier out into the black, I can mine my own fuel, and I don't have to worry about running out when we're out there in the deep. Yet again, another 3-body system. Getting kind of annoying. Lots of binary and trinary star systems that we've been running through with no planets. You guys can feel free to give me some biological sources, like right now. That would be nice. Then there's I am kind of worried though, because my internet connection, another 3-body system. My internet connection is not exactly the most reliable. It's very fast. It's very and for like watching for watching content, I have no problems. I'm able to down things. I have a very high-speed internet connection, but it's also a mobile phone network connection. It's one of those home internet from the phone services. And it works great for just regular use, but anytime I'm trying to upload anything, it really wants to throttle that. Especially if I'm uploading large amounts of data to the same source over a long period of time, it really starts to throttle my data speeds, my upload speed, and I've tried doing a VPN to get around that, but it's just it's not a consistent thing. It's another reason I'm kind of avoiding the live stream scene, is because I haven't really been able to get a really solid, reliable, I don't have to worry about a connection. It's really hard to do that when you're living in a situation where you need mobile internet. Let's see here. Well, we got all right. My entire control scheme got completely erased and it went back to the default. So now I have to fix the tuning sensitivity, mouse sensitivity. Oh, hold on. Okay, there we go. So we are looking at. I'm not going to waste my time on icy bodies. That's a rocky body. Or at least that's an icy body. I'm going to put it like right here and see if maybe I can find something. If not, yeah, too many icy bodies. Alright, yeah, we're done.
Frameshift drive charging.
I am going to say every episode that I hope, or I wish, that they would update the FSS to make it so that when you select a frequency, it just shows circles on the screen where they are to make it easier to use, not harder to use. It's my daily what is it? I don't want to say daily reminder, or my daily plea to the universe that gets changed at some point. Because if there's one thing I hate, wrong one. If there's one thing I hate, it's the full spectrum system scanner. At least the way it's been implemented. I really don't like it. All right, enough of that. I'm probably gonna bring it up every episode because I hate it that much, but I don't want to make every episode about that. We're just mostly just waiting to see if we finally find some biological sources. The RNG is just not helping me very much.
3, 2, 1,
And I think the sad thing is that the closer we get back to the bubble, even if we find some stratum tectonicus, we're starting to get into the higher chances that we're not going to get first footfall because we're closer to where everybody is. So, there's a decent chance that we're going to find some stratum tectonicus, but it's only going to be like half the value because we're not able to get the first footfall. That's all right. I believe we made about 1 billion credits on our way to Sagittarius A-star, on our way out from here. So ideally we can make about the same on our way back in. Let's see. Come on. Oh, can we not? There we go. No biology there. Maybe we'll get lucky and one of these will have it. It will not. All right, that's fine.
Frameshift drive charging.
Off to the next system then. It's just riveting content, right? I could try to force myself to talk about something, but realistically, if I'm not interested in whatever it is that I'm trying to talk about, you're not going to be interested in hearing me talk about it. So it's like, while I don't necessarily want there to be dead silence in the video, at the same time, babbling about random crap is not exactly the most interesting thing in the world. So I don't know. It's like at some point you run out of things to talk about, and then what are you going to do then?
Frameshift drive charging.
We just really need the game to cooperate and actually provide us with the in-game content that we need to make this more fun. Yeah, I'm not sure what the deal is with my yeah, we'll talk about No Man's Sky. I was trying to do a No Man's Sky series, but I kept running into an issue where the game wanted to keep crashing. Like, it's inconsistent, and it's always when I start my recording. If I can get the game going and get the recording going, then usually it's fine. But a lot of times I can't get the recording going, and because of how long it takes my computer to load up into the actual world, I got tired of messing with it because, you know, 2, 3, 4 times of trying to load in the world, waiting on my and hoping that my recording software doesn't crash it. That's actually a fair bit of time that it's taken out of my day to have to do that, and it just wasn't worth it. So I decided, you know, I don't really like this game enough to put up with the additional irritation that it's trying to put me through. So we're just going to let that one go and move on to something else. So I decided to do a Star Wars: The Old Republic, another playthrough of Star Wars: The Old Republic, because I did a bounty hunter on my first playthrough like a year or so ago. And I've been on a Star Wars kick lately. So, we finished. Oh, wait, hold on. There is a water world here. I've been on a Star Wars kick the last week or so, and it made me want to play Star Wars: The Old Republic. And I'm like, well, I don't really have a third video to do right now, so I might as well hop back into Star Wars: The Old Republic and see if maybe I can get a little bit more of a viewership on it this time, because it is a, you know, I feel like Star Wars: The Old Republic is one of those games where it was really good when it first came out, and then over time, people just kind of forgot about it. But even now, I mean, it's another one of those games that I come back to, and I go back and play it every once in a while because it's just a really good game. All of the character storylines are, well, I don't want to say all of them. Yeah, I mean, I would go so far as to say all of the character storylines are pretty good. Some of them are really good. The world is immersive. The only thing that really kills it is the control scheme, because it has a very World of Warcraft style control scheme, especially with the mouse and all of that stuff. But it's a game that really would benefit from more of an action RPG kind of control setup. I got around that by finding an auto hotkey script that allows me to do more of a mouse look mode kind of setup. So I can press a key and it puts it into mouse look mode, and it basically just what the code does is it basically just holds the right mouse button down, so that when I move the mouse, I can just look around without having to hold the right mouse button down. And then when I press a left click or a right click, there's code in there that will simulate lifting up on the right mouse button so that the cursor can do something, pressing either the left or the right mouse button depending on what I'm doing, and then clicking back and then going back to holding down the right mouse button again. That's the logic behind that. Let's see, next target, next system and route. That is a keybind in the settings, the targeting settings of your ship, of the menu. So go check that out. I'm going to say that every single time I mention targets, next system and route, because I always get a comment. Maybe I shouldn't say that. I'm going to stop saying that because I need people to comment on my videos. I need people to comment on my videos, and if I explain it in the video, they won't comment, and then I won't get the interaction. So maybe I need to stop doing that. I'm just going to say target, next system, and route, and then people who don't know will ask me, and I'll get the credit for the engagement for that. You always got to be trying to game the system as much as you can. The problem is that I don't know enough about the system, and I haven't researched enough about the system because I hate research to figure out all the cool little tips and tricks that'll probably make my channel grow better. But I'm just one of those people that I hate looking for things. It really irritates me. Like, I don't know if I could put it into words how much I hate having to find something. I have all of my stuff set up in a way where, you know, it's easy to find it and I know where it is. And if it ends up not being where I left it, it's really, really annoying and frustrating. And I like, give it to me. Where's my stuff? Where's my stuff? What's this over here? Water world and a gas giant. So let's find this water world real quick, because we're going to want to get that scanned. I'll go ahead and target that. And then, because I'm not able to find those, I'm guessing I'm going to have to go to a gas giant real quick first. Zoom in on the gas giant, and then maybe we can find some of these high metal content worlds around here. So now we have some icy bodies, but we also have some high metal content worlds. I'm guessing that this one's too far away, so it'll be around this gas giant here. Find it. Then high metal content. Maybe? That's weird. So they're all icy bodies over here. It says that there's some high metal content. Okay, there it is. It says that there's high metal content bodies around here, but I keep scrolling around and we're not really finding any. It's very annoying. So anyways, the point I was trying to make is that research to me feels exactly like when you're trying to find your... oh, I forgot we were... Okay. I forgot we were going to go check out a water world. Oh, no we're not. Next system en route.
Frameshift drive charging.
That's probably where the last high metal content world is too. It's probably over there. I was going to say, research for me is like when you're trying to find your keys. You need something and you can't find it, and it's super frustrating because you'd rather be doing something else than sitting here looking for this thing that you're trying to find. And I don't have the patience for it. So it's one of those things where, again, you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. I really should sit down and try to figure out, like, do a bunch of research and try to figure out ways to, you know, manipulate the algorithm into giving me what I want. But it's kind of the same thing of, like, I don't want to edit my videos very much, or I don't want to edit my videos at all. I've actually, I'll go to great pains. I'll put in a lot of effort to figure out ways to put in less effort. So, like, you notice I have titles that pop up and things like that. I have calls to action that pop up and all that kind of stuff. And originally, I had to do video editing to make those things happen because that was the only way I knew of to make that work. But then I found some automation software called Advanced Scene Switcher for OBS, and it allows you to set some things up on a timer. It allows you to do a bunch of different things, but I used it to set some things up on a timer so that my logo will pop up at a certain time after the beginning of the video, and that my call to action will show up every 5 or so minutes, and all of that kind of stuff. So I don't really need the video editing software to make those things pop up. So the only thing I would really need the video editing software for at this point would be to, and I also made it so that I can pause the video and have a transition to black and then a transition back away from black. Example here, like that. So that I don't need video editing to do scene transitions or whatever. Like if I'm like in my hunting game, there's a lot of walking around and stuff that was just really boring, and nobody wants to watch that. So I would have a pause button that would not just pause the video; it would transition to a black screen, then pause the video, and then when I press the button again, it unpauses the video and then transitions from the black screen back to my gameplay screen. And basically all of the... Oh, my air conditioning turned off. Sorry, I've probably been shouting into the microphone. It's because the noise behind me is just making it sound like it's very loud in here when it's not. And the microphone's right in front of my face, and I know I tend to shout into it because I just don't pay attention to that kind of stuff. But anyways, all of the basic editing stuff that you would typically do, those are all really far away. We're not messing with that. All of the typical editing stuff that you would normally do, such as overlays or, things that pop up on the screen or transitioning from one scene to the next and things like that. All of that stuff is able to be automated using this tool that I found. So if I'm smart while I'm recording, I can be efficient with my time and put cuts into things that need cuts. And just be aware that, we're going into a section here where nobody's going to want to watch this part. Let me put a cut here, and then we'll jump, and then that'll allow them to jump to the next interesting part. So, I spent a lot of time and effort figuring out how to make that work so that I didn't have to put a lot of time and effort into doing a lot of video editing, because I hate video editing. Same thing for thumbnails. The time and effort it takes to make a decent thumbnail is just more than I'm willing to put into it. So, I shoot myself in the foot by being unwilling to do some of the really super tedious stuff that I don't want to do. Back when I didn't have any kind of other responsibilities because of my living situation that I was in, I might have had a little bit more patience with that. But now I'm having to do this other thing that I'm having to do to provide a living situation. And by the time I'm done with that, I just want to get my videos recorded and published and get going. So I'm not able to find anything here.
Frameshift drive charging.
Actually, you know what? I think I should go ahead and just see what we can find here, because we're almost out of time for this episode. And we need to find a place to land. So, let's go ahead and scan all of this stuff here. Geological. Damn it. With any luck, though, we'll find something that has at least a little bit of biology in it. Because even one biological source is better than 0. And once we start getting towards the end of an episode and I'm just looking for a place to land, I'm not really concerned about the conditions of it anymore. What's over here? Oh, asteroids. Okay. I'm going to up the sensitivity on my full spectrum system scanner a little bit. The mouse control for it, anyway. Because I feel like it's just a little sluggish to me. And that's a little better. Get this guy scanned. Get this guy scanned. No geology. Or, sorry, no biology. A little bit of geology. But geology is not what we're looking for. Wish my air conditioner would decide if it's going to be on full or off, on full or half. I think the temperature in my trailer is right there in the little median area where it wants to have full blast, but then it gets a little confused because it's still too warm, so it goes right back to full blast again. It tries to go down to half speed, but then it goes right back to full blast again.
System scan complete.
Okay. Well, we didn't find anything as far as that goes. I don't want to go to a planet, so we're going to go to that. All right. Well, I'm sure you guys have no. Well, I would say, oh, we're gonna utilize a cut here. So I was just gonna go ahead and sign off because we've all seen the landing process a million times, and obviously nothing interesting is gonna happen. But I'm sure some of you like watching the landing sequences and seeing the planet that we're gonna land on. So we'll go ahead and do a cut real quick just to save ourselves some time. Put that editing action to use. All right, we're approaching the planet. I wanted to bring you back real quick so that you could see the ringed planet that we're passing by. You can't really see the rings very well, but they're there. I would normally wait a little bit longer so that we can really start seeing the planet start showing up, but I didn't want you guys to miss the ring planet here. So we'll get over here. Let's get our Super Cruise Assist turned off so that it doesn't auto-orbit me. As always, we'll try to land at the Terminator, so we can get a nice little sunset, sunrise, whatever part of the planet we end up landing on. Right. Slow down a little bit. Try to manage our throttle. Going a little too fast. Go. All right, cool. Yeah, if you find yourself going a little too fast towards the, if you find yourself going a little too fast as you're approaching the orbit, just pull up and you'll give yourself some time to kind of slow down a little bit. Hurry up and get down here. We're taking too long. I was trying to get all the way to the shadow, but we don't really need to do that. Oh, don't go in there. A little harder to control. I'm using an all keyboard setup because all of my game controllers have worn out to the point that I have no more super precision anymore, which causes a bunch of problems. So I'm just back on just using just a keyboard layout. I described that in my last video if you're curious to know how that's working. So
Landing gear deployed.
I think what we'll do. Okay. That's the star. Oh, so that's the binary. I think it's a binary star system or binary star system here. And we'll come back over this way, find a decent set of flat area to land on, hopefully. Oop, I saw something there. So anyways, hopefully you guys had lots of fun. Be sure to click that like button if you did, so that the YouTube algorithm will know and send the video out to as many people as possible. If you're not a subscriber, please consider doing so now, so that when the next video comes out, it will show up in your feed and you'll be able to watch it as soon as it becomes available. Channel members get early access to all of my content, so be sure to click that join button. Check out the list of options available there and decide if any of those are right for you. If you're not interested in a channel membership but would like to support the channel, you can always leave YouTube's version of a tip with that thanks button. Direct contributions are greatly appreciated and a critical component to helping to turn this channel into a full-time gig, which is the dream. So again, thank you very much for your time. Hope you guys enjoyed the flight. Be sure to come back for the next episode, and I'll see you then.